Hi there, it's Art, here to talk about today's best turnkey business opportunity. This is a turnkey, home-based business opportunity that you could do in your own home and in your own community. I've been teaching people for the last 6 years to publish their own papers, newspapers, magazines. This is from one of my students. I've been making $100,000 a year consistently, and anybody could do it. It's a turnkey business principle. It revolves around targeted advertising. Here's another one of my students. Now this is my sample paper. I provide a sample paper to all my students to make selling advertising easy. And that's what they're selling. They're selling advertising. And this paper is all full of promotion. And if you see over here, this is the story. We're going to be offering full color ads delivered to all the homes in the mailbox for a penny a house. That's what you're selling. When you go to the businesses and you try and sell them advertising, that's what you're selling. You're delivering the mail to their best customers, all the people that are surrounding their home. It's the easiest sale in the world, and I sold everybody I visited. And you can too. That's why it's turnkey, turnkey. Anyhow, this is a targeted advertising business, and it's like the Clipper magazine. And you know how famous they are. It's the same principle as the Valpak. We mail out the papers, and then we visit the businesses in the targeted area. Speaking of the devil, there's the Valpak envelope. In my territory in the Carolinas, I chased the Valpak out of my area. I chased the news, the coffee news out of my area. I chased the Clipper magazine out of my area. This is the Red Plum. You're familiar with that? Well, what we do for the local business is what the Red Plum does for the national business. Now, all these targeted advertising medias that I'm showing you, the Clipper, the Coffee News, all of these national companies are very, very expensive franchises. Some of them as much as $100,000. But this turnkey business, I can teach you to do it without purchasing the franchise. And you don't have to pay royalties. What I do is I mail the papers, just like I told you. This is what it looks like when I bring them into the post office. This is what one of the bulk mailing receipts look like. This is what they look like when I'm bringing 10,000 papers back from the printer. There's 8,000 in my trunk, and there's another 2,000 in my back seat. And I could fit another 10,000 if I needed to into my car if I wanted to pack it up. Anyhow, when we're done training our students, they go into the stores and they are prepared and credible to do business. They will go in with maps of the territory that they're going to be mailing to. They're going to have specially designed sample newspapers that were designed just to sell advertising. They're going to know what they're doing, and they're going to sell advertising. Here's another flyer. Reach your neighbors a penny a house. You're going to sell advertising. You're going to sell it at a price which is cheaper than a business card. Your sales pitch is going to be this. I'm going to be mailing my paper to all the homes surrounding the business, every home in this zip code. And I'm going to have full color ads starting at a penny a house. And we're going to be delivering it with the post office. Do you think you'd have interest in that? When you talk to a business owner, they have interest. They have interest because it's cheaper than a business card. Because when I mail 10,000 papers in my area, and I charge my customers, advertisers, $100 for an ad that size, they know that it costs $650 to buy 10,000 business cards from Vistaprint. And everybody who's in any kind of advertising signs on to be in my paper, whether they were sending postcards through the mail, whether they were in the big newspapers, whether they were on TV, whether they were in the Valpaks or the Coffee Newses or the Clipper magazines or the internet. I signed on every customer I visited. I was able to sell advertising half the price of everyone else, and I made a fortune. I will teach you how you can get your papers printed for under 10 cents, a 12-page all-color newspaper for under 10 cents. Believe it, I do it. If you go to Staples and you want one color copy, it's 59 cents. But I've been around and I know what I'm doing, and I can help you to get it done. If you go to my website, you'll have instructions how you can start for free in your own community. And then you'll see if this business is suited for you. And if you call me up, I will check on your zip code, and I will let you know how many homes and businesses are in your zip code, and let you know if your zip code is suitable for this business. Being that it's a targeted advertising business, if you're living in the bayou with the alligators, there ain't going to be enough people to mail your paper to, and there ain't going to be enough businesses to solicit advertising from. So if you call me up, it doesn't cost anything. I will tell you about your community, how many homes, how many businesses are there, how many people are in a house, how much the average household income is. I'll give you enough information to make an intelligent decision as to whether or not you might want to explore this business opportunity further. This business, you can get started for free, and there's no startup costs. It's a one-person, all-cash business doing business with other businesses. The businesses are the best customers. They've got the money. It's costing a business $500, $1,000 just to open their door every day. And if you can help them, they're going to have money for you. And with this business, you can help them. This is a turnkey business. Visit my website, Fun News Franchise. Click on every category. There's a video on every category. There's 2 videos on the home page. Watch all the videos. Learn about this business. You could be the next Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch, the guy from Channel 5, it all started from a newspaper. There's tremendous profit in newspaper. You know, just so you know, by the time you print and mail 10,000 copies of this newspaper, it costs you under $3,000. And when you're selling your advertising for a penny a house, unheard of, unbelievable, unpassable, everybody signs on, you're going to take in $10,000. And if you do a 24-page paper, you're going to take in $24,000. And a lot of my students, they start out immediately with a 36-page paper. So there is no limit on how much money you can make in this turnkey, home-based business opportunity. Call me up. I'll check on your neighborhood. Click on every category, visit my website, thefunnewsfranchise.com. I've been teaching people this business for 2009. When you go out to sell advertising, you'll be prepared. You'll know how to do the ads. I'll teach you the graphic arts. I'll teach you how to get the maps and the receipts from the post office so that you'll be able to look credible. I'll supply you with the sample papers. I'll supply you with a 25-page manual, and I'll teach you step by step how to succeed in this business. If you have the desire, it's easy, it's turnkey. Ever since I came out with my sample paper that sells the advertising for you, I'm yet to have anybody fail who has gone out to sell the advertising. Yeah, before we used to give everybody just our own papers, and our own papers would have businesses from North and South Carolina in it. So it was a little more difficult to sell the advertising. And yeah, not everybody was successful. Maybe 7 out of 10. But now, everybody succeeds as long as you go out to sell advertising. And when you go out, you're going to collect a deposit, a 50% deposit from the business owner. This 50% deposit is going to more than cover your cost for printing and mailing. So that's why I tell you this is a no startup cost business. There's no staff. There's no overhead. You work out of your home on your computer. All you need is to have Windows 7 or Windows 8. I'll lead you every step of the way. I'll teach you everything there is to know in this business. And I've been printing a lot of different papers over the last 7 years, and I've been making a lot of money. And I've taught people to do not only coupon papers and papers like mine with advertorials and coupons, I've taught people to do real estate books and tourist guides and restaurant books and mugshot papers and joke papers. I have some students that don't even sell advertising. They don't want to bother. What they do is they print the mugshot or the joke papers, and these papers are pre-priced. They're pre-priced at $2 each, and they're full color and they're beautiful. Meanwhile, I got one here. Oh, here's one. This one is called Pure Trash. It's like dirty jokes. There's a guy selling it in the bars. But anyhow, they're pre-priced. They're pre-priced at $2 each. What happens is you drop a bundle off at the bodega or the supermarket or the discount store, and you explain to the storekeeper, listen, I'm going to leave this bundle here of 100. I'll come back in a month. Whatever you sell, you're going to keep 75 cents for yourself. So the storekeeper, he's very happy. Sure, that's no problem. You get him to sign your consignment paper. You go back a month later. There's no papers left. So he's got to give you $125 for the 100 papers that are gone. He keeps the other $75 that came in. Meanwhile, you made $125, and the papers cost you under 10 cents. So you made $115. You didn't have to sell nothing. You just dropped the papers off. The storekeeper sold them for you. So I've been teaching people to make money in this business with advertising and helping the local businesses with the targeted mailings. And I've been teaching people to do the Homes and Realty franchise-style magazines. That franchise is $75,000. I've been teaching people to do the Auto Trader type tabloids. I had one student, his first issue was 68 pages. He took in $35,000 on his first paper, and it cost him only under $5,000 to do the whole thing. It wasn't a paper, it was a tabloid, you know, like the tabloid that I showed you. But anyhow, the idea is that he didn't have to mail it. He just had to put it in the supermarkets where the other Auto Trader was. He copied one that was 128 pages, so it was an easy thing to do. And he sold the ads for half of what they were selling, which was $500 a page. The Auto Trader was $1,000 a trade. So his 68-page tabloid, he took in $34,000. Cost him $5,000 to do. He made $30,000 with his first issue. Now that could be you, because there's no limit on how much money you could make in this business. And I can teach you this business, and then it's up to you. The sky is the limit. This is a turnkey business opportunity that can work anywhere. I've trained students already in London, all over England, as well as Switzerland and Ireland, many in Canada, and always they're doing the same thing as me in New York. I'm in New York now, as I was doing in Carolinas. They're making money. They're doing it from their own homes, and they have no competition. Because there is no competition, I got my customers from all my competition. I went to all the advertisers in the area and I sold them all my advertising because it was half the price and it was more effective, and you could do the same thing. Visit my website, Fun News Franchise. Start for free. Call me up. I'll check on your zip code or zip codes. Doesn't cost you any money. This is possibly what you've been waiting for. Because it's a one-person business, there's nobody that can screw you up. You're going to be doing your own graphics. You're going to be doing your own selling. You're going to be doing your own laying out the paper. I'm going to send you to the printers directly. Nobody's going to make any money off your printing. When you make money, nobody's going to make any royalties off you. You're going to get into this business on the bottom of the barrel, where you're buying everything as cheap as possible. And you're still making a fortune. And you're selling for the cheapest possible prices, a penny a house, a full color ad delivered to all the homes surrounding your business. As I mentioned, it's the easiest sale in the world to go to the local businesses and sell them an ad full color that's going to be delivered to their neighbors in the same zip code, their best potential customers, all surrounding their business. And for a penny a piece. It's unbelievable. Nobody could do it. Nobody wants to do it. All the people we're competing with, they've got tremendous expenses. It costs them more than a penny just to produce it and do it. But with us, we can sell it for a penny and get rich. So visit the website. Call me up. My name is Art. Let's start today. Press the button and we'll be starting tomorrow. When you press that Buy Now button on my website, the next day I send you out your sample papers and your manuals. The day after that, we're on the Skype and I'm teaching you to do the ads, and you're going to do a beautiful ad your first night. You must have Windows 7 or 8. If you don't have it, buy another computer. Let's get started before someone else in your neighborhood starts. I'm getting so busy lately. I've had over 200,000 views on my YouTube channels. And I'm getting tired. I'm not getting younger, so start now. Don't wait till your neighbor starts. Don't wait till I retire, because I'm the only one doing this. There's nobody else that does this. I'm the only man, not in America, I'm the only man in the world that will teach the students the business from the ground up. All the other people in the newspaper, magazine, targeted advertising businesses, they're all selling franchises for a fortune. I made my fortune years ago, so I don't care. I love doing graphic arts and I love teaching people how to do it. And I love helping people that deserve to have a business of their own. So, look over the website, call me up, I'll check on your zip code, it's all free. And you can start for free. You can visit the businesses in your area. You can determine if you can do this business before you sign on to work with me. When you sign on to work with me, I get paid because I have to supply you with software, which costs money. I have this same software I'm using to be successful for years already. I supply you with my 25-page manual. I supply you with a whole bunch of sample papers. And I supply you with one-on-one personal instruction via the Skype and the telephone. And I even help you when you get started. When you first go out and visiting the businesses, and they're all going to tell you, that sounds great. Make me up a sample. So now you're going to make up a sample, but before you send the ad or bring it back to the guy to show it to him and collect your deposit, you're going to email it to me, and I'm going to tweak it. And then when you go back, he's not just going to sign on, he's going to kiss your feet. He's going to say, wow, this is gorgeous. Thank you very, very much. When is this coming out? Oh, yes. Anyhow, don't be a stranger. Fun News franchise. Turnkey, home-based, unlimited potential with no start-up costs. Bye-bye. Look for my next video. Bye-bye.